Okay, so do a little more, and I decided to come and just do a little more. Just ate a Pop Tart, so that's all I need for breakfast. But the fellow who came in and gave me the information on how to work it, thank you so much. I still had a problem, like I said, when I first got it with registering it because that did become a bit of a headache. There were some glitches in there, and little bugs here and there. Also, too, there was a problem with the camera. Not basically, the camera was giving me some issues where it was not loading up, and I had to take the camera out. One of the troubleshooters was to plug it into your computer and go and just update the firmware on it. So there were some problems a little bit here and there, a bit buggy there and there. But that fellow came in and helping me out and basically made things a lot more of an easy transition on basically just trying to scan large object and just scan one object at a time. So what I wanted to do is be able to pinpoint where I wanted to scan at. And his information he just gave me helped me out a great deal. So now, as you can see, I'm only scanning the Star Wars poster. That's only going to display in a flashing light display on that, where the screen is not being touched at all. This is freaking amazing. Once you get past the registration and registering your hardware and some of the other crazy stuff you may have to go through, as in the camera sometimes it's not picking up or whatever, it does have a few bugs in the process. But once you get past all that, you have the patience and you work with it, it pans out. So I don't know how long this is going to work, but like I said, I'm going to have it for 10 days. And then after that, I'll decide from there what I'm gonna do with. But other than that, that is freaking cool because, like I said, I'm not even hitting that at all. Actually, I'm not hitting the screen at all. So I'm gonna come here and play around with a few things in here real quick. At least I got at least from everything that I went through from experimenting in here, trying to figure out how to get it work. I am quite familiar now with the software, so that's good because some of it can be a little bit intimidating. So let me see what we can do here. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to change this out. Give me a new project name. And then I'm going to see if I can incorporate some other stuff in here besides what they have in their library. Because I see I can go into a folder and I can upload videos and stuff onto here. So I can use other things besides what they have in their library, which I want to experiment with that too. I'm gonna see if I can download the entire movie of Avatar into another hard drive. That's why I need external hard drives so I can download entire movies and just project it where I want to go. Because that'd be cool if I can 3D map a movie onto a curved screen. So let me go into. I'm gonna do the full scan right here. Right now, I'm doing the full scan. Full scan is actually working. Like I can't believe it's actually working. I had so many problems with full scan not working, and it is actually working now. Oh, thank goodness, because I wanted this machine to work so bad. You have no idea. I did not want my money back. Really needed for this thing to work. And he was right. Yeah, you're going to have to. One of the problems, mistakes I was making, and he pointed it out, and I didn't even think about it, is that when this thing is scanning, I've got it scanning my screen only. And I can't figure out why I'm mapping out the poster, and the poster is not showing up by itself because you have to scan the entire environment with the scan that's going off right now. That would include the poster, which was showing up here because it wasn't being scanned there. Thank you so much for that. So as soon as he emails me, I'm gonna start setting up his package. I'm gonna get him one of those projectors. I'm actually gonna buy one of those projectors for the ceiling. You can add 2 quarts to the screen paint, and I'll throw some lid lights in there. Yeah, thank you so much. So then I can start working on some other stuff. So I am going to need a smaller projector. I am going to need a smaller one. I want to still get something that's going to pack a punch. So I'm probably going to pick up a few Sonic because I do want to do a few 235.1s with this stuff. I don't know if this works with like the adapter. I'm going to try it on different projectors. They said you can run on just about anything. So they say you can run it to a Pico projector, anything up to short throw or ultra short throw. I haven't done ultra short throw. What an ultra short throw would play out on here. They didn't say anything about the class of the projector. They just said basically you can play it. It's best to be played on 1080p. So I got plenty of those in the house. But as for 4K, they said it does 4K upscaling. It doesn't actually do 4K. Just waiting for the scanning. I like how you said Ken. It's only gonna work on whatever you can scan in the black and white scan. I didn't think about that. Oh, he's right. All right, so let me get some things taken care of behind me to get ready to start my day. And while that's scanning. So what I'm gonna do next is I want to get myself a laptop so I can make this thing portable, and then I'm going to basically put in the network hub that comes in the day. My Wi-Fi adapter comes in the day. That will allow me to make this wireless. But I'm gonna pick up a laptop so I can make this thing more portable, so that way I can take it outside and I can scan the house. Because I'm definitely going to scan the side of the house. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Let's go and hit the magic wand. Magic wand, magic wand. We'll hit that. And we'll hit this right here. That, that, and that. Okay, with the magic wand. And then we'll bring this down some right here. And try to clean it up a little bit. At the bottom. Let me see. I'll clean up a little bit. Huh. All right. There we go. Clean the bottom up a little bit. All right, and we come back over here and put some more color into this. There we go. Get these little corners here. All right, and then we'll get the top just a little bit here. All right, we're good there. And I'm gonna make sure I get this poster a little bit better edged out. All right, that's perfect. All right, now we're gonna go in and create a surface with this one. And then we are going to be done with that. And then we're going to select something to put there. I think I'm going to do, I wanted to do this one. I'm going to do that one. Put that right there. Right. I think I should have colored this a little bit better right in here. See if I can expand that a little bit there. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Okay, I see how this goes. Okay. These are the pinpoint. These are the scan pinpoints. I just have to make sure I cover all this in. That's pretty cool. That is pretty freaking cool. All right, let me make sure I got this one done too over here. All right, that's pretty cool. All right, I'll take that right there and let's publish that right there. Let's see what we get. So it's working in the other one, but I think I need to do a much better job. But I did get it to fit inside of that one right there. No problem. I don't think the application works well. I can see it there, but I don't think it works well in there. I think I should have got something a little bit more different. I'm going to change that out again and get something that will basically show up a little bit better. All right, so let me go in and discard this one right here. So at least now I got an idea on how to just scan certain objects that I want. So I'm going to come here and hit this, scan that. So now I got an idea. I definitely got an idea how it's done. It's just that, I mean, keep in mind, like I said, it's still buggy with the registration and all that stuff, but it takes a bit. It takes a bit to learn. Ooh. My network card will be here today for my PC, a Bluetooth network card, which means I can make all this wireless, which I'm about to do. So that's what I'm going to do, pair everything with my Wi-Fi, make it all wireless, because the cables just drive me nuts. So now I got to do now is get myself an AV cart with all the plugs, attach all this up into the AV cart so I can make it portable, and I can take it outside, because I'm definitely scanning the house. What? I don't know, but I'm going to scan it with something. All right. This is where I'm going to be at all day. Definitely going to be here all day. I'm done. All my orders are done. The next orders go for next week. Every day I go to work. Work on my arcade today. Arcade room. I finished knocked out. I can't walk in front of that scanner. Every day I go to work. See what we have to scan. Oh, almost there. Let's scan these heads. Definitely gonna scan these heads. Gotta find some stuff. I'm gonna scan Groot. Like Groot. All right, cool. Let me see. Let's see. I'm gonna do one without the scan. No scan at all. And let's see how this one works. Oh no, let's do the scan. Let's do the get the magic wand. The magic wand. This is paint. Oh, this is quick select. I'll take the magic wand. Okay, dope. All right. Let's create a surface. Let's go with something a little crazy. Since I'm going to use the same thing before, because that one works a lot better. this one instead. Ooh. All right. Yeah, that works much better. That looks much, much better. Okay. Here. Yeah, I like the roots. Do a root. That's gonna do my root. All right, now we got this. Now I can start working on the screen paint. Definitely can start working on the screen paint. Oh wow, that's freaking awesome. Yeah. Well, the day we start developing the screen paint, invisible technology, the day we start working on it. And so it begins. Yep, I start working on the screen paint today. Clean up my sprayer and get ready. I'm gonna start developing visible mapping technology today. Woohoo! So it begins. So it begins. Oh man, something else, man. I got to work. Something else. I'm going to need some plexiglass. Clean up my Wagner 250. And we start the testing for using designer own 3D mapping screen paint. He did exactly. Thank you, dude, man. Thank you. Lord, have the patience. I thank dude for God bringing him to me to be able to figure this out. But like I said, it still has its, trust me, it still has its moments with it. It does. It is the registration and all that stuff. It will drive you a bit crazy, but it's worth it in the end. It's a bit buggy, but it's worth it in the end. Once you get it all figured out, it runs. Hopefully, we'll see what happens. I can't. This is the first time, so I'm going to have to pretty much give it a couple of days, and if everything's running the way it is, then fantastic. Because already, I'm loving it already. In fact, I'm just pinpointing here and here. It's crazy. So let's see what else we can change over to. Oh man, that looks crazy. And keep in mind, that's black technology right there, brown technology. Not black. That's why their colors don't pick up, because they're too busy hitting. I seen somebody hitting, they coated this entire room in all this gray paint. That's why it's not picking up. That's why every time I see the demonstration, I was like, man, they're reflecting that stuff off some bad surfaces. That's why. And that visible technology we're working on, we can coat any surface we want, and it won't change the color of the surface, but it will enhance the projector's capability. And that's a 4300 lumen Sony projector right there. Some of them small projectors everybody else is using in a demonstration. That's a big boy venue. So just think about it. Man, what we could do with this stuff. With the lights on, because it's using now, it's hitting an ambient light projector coated screen. And this right here, this is nothing compared to what I'm going to do to that poster when I get done coating it with that technology. This is going to take that to a whole nother level. Oh my goodness. Yo, that video game called Triumph or whatever it's called, that 3D game. Oh yeah, we got to do some stuff right here. We got with the PS4. What would? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, we got a whole lot of stuff going on. Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna be buying another one of these. I'm gonna buy another one. I know it was crazy, it put me through some crap and everything. But if, like I said, if it works out within the 10 days, I'll purchase another one because, and when I finally get my hands on the PS, I'm gonna incorporate my PS5 into that machinery. Oh man. All right, so let me leave you guys here for a minute because I'm gonna pull up something else. Let's do something else. Now keep in mind you can't change this at will. You have to go in and basically do it all over again. Let me see. Calibrating and scanning the entire environment. I'm going to have to well, I need to move my projector back a little farther because I want to be able to get the whole entire room, scan the whole room. Hey, think about that. That's why the camera was not picking up correctly, because I needed to scan literally the entire room had to be hit with that black and white scan. That's what it was. We want to scan a small object. We have to. So we'll take the light gray screen and leave it up there because I wanted to scan the light gray screen too. Now that invisible coating is going to give the projector the capability of seeing contrast, which is going to make the colors pop much darker and give it much more deep or more richer colors. Because a part I need to understand is if you project this on red, keep in mind the surface is red. It's going to project back red. That's what's going to happen. This is where that color coding technology comes in. Because as we're showing off a blue surface, the screen was actually producing whites and greens and reds and yellows. You know, it wasn't just projecting all blue tint, which is the same theory that when we project a red car, you're basically going to still pick up some of that red. It's going to tint, it's going to change the colors a bit because you are projecting off a red surface, where the invisible coating will allow the projector to be able to produce color without basically interfering with the picture quality due to the fact that the surface is a different color like red. Now you see the big picture on why we need this hardware to work. Because every video I watched, they're always using white or gray or black surfaces to project off, mostly white, because I heard these things struggle quite a bit in fully lit environments. I tell you, man, it was a bit trial and error for a bit, boy. It was trial and error. It was hard. I give them that. It was hard getting this up and going, but the rewards are great. 3 times I thought I'd get that. Wait for it this done. All right, so let me go in my magic wand. Let me get myself a cart today too to put all my stuff in, and we're going to map all this out. You can't see me mapping it. I don't know if you can see it over there. I'm actually just mapping out a lot of red. All right. You want to see something pretty interesting? Check this out. Now, You notice a gray sample sheet in the middle of my screen, right? That's a great goodness, man. Is that going to make a difference? I don't think it's going to make a difference. Oh, well, I guess I heard it talking about me and decided to remove itself. But anyway, look on here. You see where the red comes up on the scanner? Because my screen has that embedded coding technology sitting inside of it and allows the projector to read color. So kind of when you think about it, when I was telling you the theory about how we're developing an invisible coating that will allow the projector to see color, even if the surface is a different color. That screen's brown over there. That's a brown screen. That's a brown screen we actually showed up yesterday. So just because the surface is brown, it's pulling up red, right? Because the marker that you're using to mark this with is red. And I can mark over this over and over again. This is how high the red level comes up. That's it. So when that screen hits this level, it's going to be able to pull up a beautiful image, and that image is going to fade right there because it can't read color. So let's go over here and let's mark our Star Wars poster over here too. That's why their images, when they display them, they have to be done in the dark, because with the lights on, and the guy said it in the video, he said it doesn't play too well with the lights on because the image washes out because it can't read color. This is why when I did that demonstration on the PS4 and I looked up and I said, this has to be patent. This is why it has to be patent. All right, so we're going to come over here and we're going to create a surface. Here we go. Our infrared dots are popping up. So everything's coming nice and red. And then we're done there. And then now we're going to come in and we're going to grab a image. Oh, we got anything in bright red, anything red. Oh, that's trippy. Let me get a piece of tape. Because I can't walk in front of that while it's scanning. But I got to put that other piece back up. Sorry about that. That's me hooking my stand on stuff. As I start to lift it up, the camera jerks a little bit. That's me trying to, now hold on, let me get a piece of tape. I'm a little messy today, people. I have been all night working on this. That's why their images were coming up so faded. See, same technology applies to just about everything, even 3D mapping. But this is a brown screen, so you know, it's using code. That's why they can't use their projectors in fully lit environments. That whatever surface they're projecting on is fading. It reacts the same way. Mind you, that is a cinema gray. Those are usually the screens I always see them. They always use on white screens or gray screens. That's what they use it on to get their special effects to pop. This right here is a gray screen paint mix. Reacts the same way. Because then some people will try to make you believe like, oh, well, mine doesn't react like a gray cinema. It reacts the same way. Gray screen paint mix right there. Reacts the same way. Pretty soon we'll have the Frankenstein. I might order two of them. I'm gonna get the Frankenstein and I'm gonna get here's something else I'm gonna get. I'm gonna actually do some testing with 3D mapping. It's gonna react the same way. I told you that gray screen paint, and the Frankenstein is almost around this color, a little darker. That gray screen paint mix, that stuff is not used good for anything. You can't use it for 3D mapping because it can't pull contrast level. Have a contrast level. Oh, that looks freaking crazy. Crazy. I want to scan an object. We gotta scan an object. Let me see something real quick. Let's see, let's just grab something here. See if we can get with that. Just stick it right here. That's good. Let's see what we can get away with here. No, that's not scanned. If it was scanned, nothing in the background is supposed to come up, and the shadow of the head should not be projected on the back of the screen. So that's not scanned. So I just have to make sure those are being picked up by the scanner. Yeah, they are. They're being hit. All right. I'm curious if you went into his eBay account and put options in for people to be able to go in and order or email this guy. He's going to basically block my email. What he doesn't know is I'm going to record the process of me basically buying the product. I shouldn't have to go through all that. I mean, just go to my website and just pick up the paint and be done with it. You know what I mean? I shouldn't have to go through all this happened to Cloak and Dagger, or I got to go through all this mess just to get screen paint out of you. Like, what is the problem? When I order this, I want to say on my PayPal receipt, I want to say what I ordered. You don't have that option, because if there's only one screen paint up there that just says screen paint, and you want a certain mix from this guy, it's not going to show up on your receipt, because he's going to have you email him, and you can make the agreement from there what you want, and he's going to send it from there. There's no receipt after that. The only receipt you have is basically showing that you paid for a screen paint. It doesn't specify what kind of screen paint you paid for. See, that's what I'm talking about. That doesn't even sound right. If you go to my website and you order anything off my website, you will get a detailed receipt from my server saying, hey, look, you ordered this at this time, this date, this is when the transaction went through, this is the payment that you made, blah, 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 blah. You will get that, and you will get a detailed description of what you ordered. You ordered the Supreme Black Ambulite Rejection 12 1 quart. You will get that right there, and you will get a transaction ID number. Product, I just says paint. That's all. It doesn't say what kind of paint I'm getting. And if you want to choose your selection of what you want, you have to email him and ask him. That doesn't make any sense at all. When you could just have multiple listings, which most people have on eBay, and I can just pick out what I want, and then that way, when I get my receipt from PayPal, it says you ordered this, such and so, and that's it. So I don't know what the problem behind that is. That sounds like something to hide. That really sounds like something to hide. You let me know when you go into Amazon or someplace and you go to buy something, and there's just basically, there's multiple selections of that item. You just use one selection, and the merchant wants you to email him to ask him. You've got to ask him which one you want for him to send to you, when he can just put the selection right there for you to pick out. I don't get that. I am focused on my tech. I am. I'm very focused on my tech. If you see my work and you see exactly how my work reacts, I'm very focused. But I also, too, have the right to buy from other people, just like other people have the right to buy from me. Don't get bothered, and I'm saying you are, but don't get bothered because I choose to buy from other people because I have that right. Just like other people have the right to bother from me. So what is the problem? Bottom line is, this is how his shopping cart should be. That's how a shopping cart should be. And if I'm purchasing from somebody, I want to detail information. I want detailed information on my PayPal receipt. That's what I want. If I go and I spend money for what I just paid for this contraction right here, man, I went and paid for this, and it just said scanner. That was it. And it had 6 different forms of scanners, and mine just said scanner on it. And I was like, well, which one did you pay for? Well, I paid for this one, so and so, but you got no proof that you paid for it. You paid for it, but you don't know which one you got. All right, so let's do. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. So it doesn't show good on white. Is that real? That's not happening. Hold on for a minute. Look at this. How come this is coming up in checkered? That's one of the hits right there. I wonder. Anything that comes up in checker won't come up. It won't scan. The other one did, but the other one's full black. That one's full black. But the screen's black. I don't get that, and that comes up. Let me see something for a minute. Let me go into let's grab a wand. Because I'm not going to hit the back of it. I just want to hit the wand. Well, at least I get one of the faces. But I'm curious why that one's not pulling up over there. Let's go into the magic wand. They call me Dawn because the women don't want any. All right. All right, so we're just going to hit that all together. There. Got the background. Didn't want that. Oh, the background real quick. Okay, let's take the background out. We don't want that. I'm sorry, you can't see what's going on over here. So I'm over here doing the editing over here. I'll bring it over here. I gotta get a better stand because stand snags everything. All right, so we're doing the editing here. And I'm just pinpointing a certain area that I want. For some reason, the other head came up with this kind of checkboard. Oh, you know why it's coming up with the light on it? That's coded in that technology. That's why. The gains come, the screen's actually pulling too much light. All right, so that's cool. So we'll just use this one right here for right now. That's all we need. The face detail. I'm gonna detail the face a little better. Oh, no. I'm taking away. I was wondering why it was disappearing. Taking away. Here we go. Let's get that in there. Oop, I want that back on. Hold on. I'll come in here and get this out of the way. There we go. That's good. That should be good. Now, I noticed that this is coded, half of this face is coded in black. The black came up much better when it came for the scan to read it. See, it came up faded on the white. So it came up much better. It's actually coded with half of our black technology. So let me see. Let's go hit a surface right there. So that's going to tell me from there. And let's go done with that. And let's just pick any color. It doesn't make a difference on the design with that psychedelic look to it. Let's see what we get out of it. I'm going to insert that. Okay, we got the bottom, but this I don't like the way this is going over here. So I can move my points out a little bit. There we go. Just trying to direct my points where I want them to go. Psychedelic. All right, so we're good from there. Now we're just going to publish this right here. Psychedelic. Oh, so cold. All right, we nipped half some of the screen, but actually we got it, but we nipped some of the screen. That's all. We did nip the screen. Caught the screen a little bit doing that scan, but I did nip my screen. Right over there, I caught some of it. So that's why you got to do the edging. You got to pinpoint where you're going to be putting your whatchamacallit at, your blah 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 blah, your scan points. And I did nip the screen. But see right here, see how half of this is coated with the black technology coated on half of it, and the other half is just the white surface. So that's what I mean by when they're projecting on a surface that's white, This is why the image comes up so faded. And this is our black technology painted on one side right here. I did a demonstration where I coated half of this and did a star fill off this face. But that shows you right there where the black technology incorporated into 3D mapping. It's a whole new level because as you can see right here, where it's white on this side, it's faded and washed out. And in here, you're getting all the detail, all the colors and pop and everything. Yep. But I did catch the back of it. Caught the back of it a little bit. All right, well, I'm gonna pack it up here. Probably later on the day, I think I'm gonna scan Groot. I'm gonna scan him next. Or how many filter effects does it have built in? Let me check you real quick, buddy. Let me see. So now keep in mind, like I said, when I got this, it does have a few bugs in it. It does get a bit temperamental, but if you kind of play around with it a bit and everything and you're patient with it, it'll eventually work out. But I'll show you right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to come in here. I'll show you. We'll come out of this right here because I'm not going to keep that right there. You have to go into new projects. Very easy to do. Don't even bother with registering it. You do want to registrate the hardware, based about it, but trying to set up an account is a nightmare because it won't accept your password no matter what. So just go skip that and just go in. And you still have access to everything. And you can put in your file's name, however you want your file to be done. All right, so whatever you're creating and designing, and then right there, that's my name, Chipper Woodchuck. That's the name they gave you. Everybody gets a real kooky name on the back of their hardware, and it just shows if it's online. It is Wi-Fi too, so you can run it Wi-Fi. There's a Wi-Fi a network card in there somewhere, so you can do it also too. Sorry about that. Okay, so now I want to show you this first. All right, so we can just back out of this. We're back at it. No, we've got to go through it anyway. We have to go through it anyway. All right, so we're just going to go into full scan. I'm just going to grab, just scan this whole thing and done with it. And then I'll show you the library. The library is a lot in the library, it is. But keep in mind, if you don't want to use the library, which that was one of my biggest questions, like if I don't want to lose the library, can I incorporate my own stuff into it? And yes, you can. There's an option on here where you can actually go into your computer. You can automatically go in. That's one thing I do like about it. It's the fact that, it's another thing I like about it. It's the fact that you don't have to always drag and drop anything. You can go directly into your files and just basically, or drag and drop whatever you want right from there into there, and then basically use that. So if I were to basically say download the entire movie of Avatar onto a flash drive and then incorporate it on here and then 3D map it onto a curved screen, I could do that. So that's what I was kind of interested. So yeah, you can do all kinds of cool stuff with it. So yeah, you can add your own stuff into it, or you can basically just use what's in the library. The library has probably about a good, maybe, I got to count it through, I say maybe 20 applications, maybe a little more, just to give you a feel of what you're dealing with it. And there's all kinds of options on here to be able to perfect and tweak your work to make it look much better, more professional. All right, now I'm just in here just stumping around like a bull in a china shop, just trying to figure things out. But I don't know much about 3D mapping at all, and it was pretty much easy for me to figure it out. So the camera, they have two different versions of it. They have one that's the actual projector that comes with all the software, everything built into it, the computer system. The only thing you need is your laptop. That's basically about it. The projector is 1,000 lumens, but like I said, I mean, to me, I can't use it because if I want to use this outside and do some applications, I'll probably have some problems with it, and especially with it not being a name brand projector. It's their projector they designed. Kind of skeptical about buying that. So what I did was I bought the other package they have with the camera, and comes with the scanner and everything built into it, software, everything built into there, around $924. And the projector is somewhere around, they say it's around 900 something, but after you get done tax and everything else you throw in there, it's around like maybe $1,100. But compared to some of the stuff I've already bought and worked with, this is the easiest thing. It's the easy. It's right. You just have to get through some of the complications when it comes to registration, the technology, and don't even bother putting in a password or set. No, don't even bother with it. It'll drive you nuts. Just hit skip and just go through it, and you're done. That's it. But pretty easy to do. And the other fellow came in, made it so much easier because like, how the frick I can't scan anything because I'm freaking trying, I can't scan nothing. Didn't realize that the black and white images you saw pop up, I only had them contained to one area. All right, so we're just going, now we can go into our library. So we're just going to grab something out of the library. We're not going to bother painting anything. So this is the library right here. So let me show you up close so you can see what's in here. So here's the library. And if you want, you can search. If you have some files in here that are your own, there's all this stuff in the library right now. This stuff is pretty cool. That's pretty cool. That's like an endless vortex right there. But I'll put a link of the company. I was supposed to do that before. I do apologize if I didn't put that in there. I'll put a link to the company. You can go in and check out the info commercials. And those are the special effects right there. I'm going to say good amount of stuff to play around with. There you go. And then pretty much if you don't want that, then you can go in there and you can actually insert your own stuff in there that you want. So like I said, you know, it keeps going. I'm going to use this right here. So all you have to do is click on that where it says insert content right here. And all you got to do is just go into where it says publish. And it'll show up on this side when it's done. I didn't map anything out. I just basically just hit whatever and just want to see what happens. And it'll scan the second time, and then I'll just scan the second. Better if you just pinpoint an area and just send it there. Like the Star Wars poster right there. If I want to skip all of this and just go with let me see. Let's see, skip all of that from the door. Skip all of that. Change, put in project. Because now it looks like I'm just projecting off the projector. I'm not doing anything special. Go right here, and then we'll take it out, and then we'll do a full scan on it. So now it's just scanning literally everything in the room. Once it scans everything in the room, then you can pinpoint what you want to play around with. You can say, okay, I just want to color that right there, and I just want to color that right there, and that's where the magic wand comes in. So you know, people have those 3D effects that they have where they show like, you know, Santa Claus and reindeers and all that stuff and ghosts and all that stuff. Well, same thing with this stuff. You can basically download that anywhere you want to go. Or you can just scan literally your entire house, which I want to do, but I don't think I can get my projector far enough to hit the whole house. I know if I sit in my driveway, I about 40 feet back, I can probably get a chance to map the back of the house out, which I'm gonna try to do, map the whole side of the house out. I'm gonna freak out my neighbors for about a half an hour. That's why I'm glad my house is sky blue. Yeah, that kind of works out kind of well in my favor. It's not gonna react the same with the other stuff, but at least it works out a little better. But I'm gonna freak out my neighbors today. I'm gonna set the entire, no, that's wrong. That's wrong. I thought about that. There's a fire display on here. I'm going to set my house on fire. From a distance using the scan, that's just wrong. I have somebody freaking out from across, like, oh my God, his house is on fire. Yeah, I was going to do that, but no. I'd be taking it too far. But I think for Christmas time, I am going to get some, it'd be really cool if they had like, I guess you could do it here. If you had like projectors and outer boxes, all this is Wi-Fi. You can run all this off Wi-Fi. So if I got a couple projectors outside and put them in outer boxes, I can remote control access those projectors and just display whatever I want all over the house anytime I want. That'd be cool. And that'd be a cool project. That's a big project to do too. A very, very big project, an expensive project to do. But to get a couple projectors with some outer boxes and just mount them where they can hit the house, and I can definitely change the house anywhere I want. Because I would love for the front of my house to do the guy from Oz, like Oz. I would love to do that in the front. All right, so it's scanning right now. We should be about done in a few. There you go. We're done. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna scan the Star Wars poster over there. We just want to touch that one right there. So I'm just gonna go in and get some magic. Yes. Cut that all out. We're just gonna do the poster only. All right, color that in real good. Got all the spots. All right, that's done. So make sure we got all that finished. Okay. All right, cool. All right, then we're just going in, just create a surface. All right, show my infrared dots. Okay, that's cool. And let's pick up a surface on this one. Let's pick up something that I just haven't done yet. Something weird. Let's throw some of these colors on over here. Oh, we got a freaking Annie Garcia, this freaking thing. Grateful Dead. All right, we just publish it. And now you'll notice that none of this will be touched, only that will be hit. There you go. So I'm curious. Oh, it'd be nice if they sold the cameras. Well, there's two HDMI ports on the back of it. Well, actually, no. The cameras run off USB. So I'm looking at the back of it, I'm looking at probably about 4 USBs. So I wonder if I got multiple cameras, can I scan in multiple directions? That'd be pretty cool. So some questions I need to ask about this stuff. Okay, well, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the demonstration. Like I said, I still have buy at your own risk because, like I said, it does take some patience. It does. It really takes some patience because registration and registering the hardware and all that stuff does get a really bit trying. And I did have some complications with the camera, just not reading at one point. I showed the video on that one, then it activated. And there was problems with the scan being too slow and stuff like that. So I did send in multiple requests, I don't know, requests, or basically just multiple whatever I had to send back and forth, reports back and forth to them, letting them know that, look, I was having a problem with this and having a problem with that. They don't have a customer service number, just want to know it right there. You can only contact them through email, but they're pretty punctual with their email, so that's pretty good. But other than that, yeah, it's a bit trying, but like I said, once you figure out a way around it, and you can get through some of the bugs and stuff, it's actually quite nice. So I will be keeping it. I definitely will be keeping it. So I need to call PayPal today and go and cancel my complaint. Because I get so much I can do with this. And I need to go to Silver Ticket and buy me a curved screen, which I'm planning to do. All right. That being said, company's called Lightform. Like I said, wasn't too happy at first, but I'm definitely happy now. All right. Got to go, and God bless.